Hey guys, Tina here, and welcome to my September TBR. I decided to film a TBR, and it's on my phone. I'm too lazy to set everything up as it is lately. But I decided to film a TBR for some reason. Not sure why, because I don't do well with TBRs. But who cares? If I fail, I fail. Doesn't really matter. I am more of a mood reader, so and lately I'm not. I don't know, I just pick books left and right, something I even don't own and just find on Scribd or however that is pronounced. But yeah, anyways, I have been lately dabbling with bullet journaling. I talked about this in my vlog, but well, if it's up, if it's already up, if it's not, I'm gonna talk here again, so it doesn't really matter. I have been wanting to have a bullet journal for a while, but it always seemed like a lot of work, especially if you want to make it all pretty. And right now, I am in the mood to make it pretty, and at some point, I will probably just have it very basic. It doesn't really matter. It can change from month to month, and who knows how long I will be keeping it up. Knowing me, probably not that long. But anyways, I got myself a bullet journal, and it's this pretty red cover or color. And in it, I also wrote down all my unread books. Well, not all, just the ones in this room. And it's like over 170 of them. So yeah, that happens. And I decided that I'm just gonna randomly pick two numbers and choose those to read, hopefully, and also pick some other books knowingly what they are, and try to figure out if this TBR thing is going to work for me again, maybe, or not. So I decided to just randomly pick numbers out of my head, nothing, like no computer, no things out of a jar or anything like that. So I decided to go with the first number, which is going to be 71. And let's see, I have my spread here. I'm going to show it to you, although don't mind my writing, it's atrocious. So here's just the first page out of a whole lot of pages. So 71 is S.A. Jones' Winter Song. Let me get it. I can almost reach it. Anyways, here it is. A Winter Song. Yeah. Winter Song. So this is apparently the first thing that I will be trying to read off of my bullet journal TBR. And the second one, it's going to be 144. Let's see what that is. I'm all... Oh. It's Seawick. No, it's Seawick. Blood and Sand. And wait, I have to actually get up to get to that one because it's up there. Okay, I will get it later. So those are the two books that I will be trying to read off of my TBR unknowingly, but I have also a bunch of others that I might get to. So these two I will try definitely to get to, and the others are just like options. So yeah, I would like to listen to at least 3 books, and the first of those is The Rug by Danielle O'Malley. I should have checked what this is about. A woman awakens in a London park, dripping wet and surrounded by corpses wearing latex gloves. In her pocket is a letter from her previous self, Rook Thomas, a super-powered operative in Britain's most secret of secret services. And then someone tries to kill her again. I've actually heard mixed things about this one. I mean, not a lot of people talk about it, but what I did hear, it was mixed, and we shall see how I feel about it. Then I have one that it's high time that I read it, and it's also on my list of 12 books that I have to read this year, and that is Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. I will be listening to this one. So this is about Chinese family, I think. A daughter dies or something like that, and it's sort of like a literary fiction murder mystery. Everybody loves it, so hopefully I will feel the same. And then I have Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay, which is sort of a retelling of Jane Eyre, but also not, because Jane Eyre is a book in this book. And this girl is a murderer, and she's a huge fan of the book, of Jane Eyre book. So those are the ones that I'm going to try to listen to. And then I have a whole bunch of others. And there's a train coming, so we're going to ignore that. It's a short one. So I listened to Empire of Storms recently, and it was slightly torturous. If you're gonna watch my vlog, again, not sure whether or not that is up already or not. It's not the book that I really love or hate anyways, but listening to it was tortures, because the first time around reading it, it wasn't that bad. I didn't feel that bad about it, but for reasons this, I don't know, I think it was mostly the narration, just similar voices, and it doesn't matter. Anyways, I do want to continue on with the series, and I actually never got around to reading Tower of Dawn, which is the next book in the series, and it's about time that I get to it. I've actually heard pretty good things about it. People were sort of surprised by the fact that it was good. So hopefully I will feel the same way about that, or maybe things have changed since people last talked about that book. And then I want to continue another series. I think it was last month, or was it this month? I'm not sure. I read Air Awakens by Liskova, and that was the first book in a 5-book series, and I just got the second one, which is Fire Falling, and I want to get to it. So this is about this girl who works in a library, and she has been taught throughout her life that sorcerers are bad, and then one day she figures out that she's actually one of them, and she has to sort of decide whether or not she's going to pursue that option or just remain a librarian. And then of course things escalate and she has to make a decision, so I want to see how that goes on. Then I have 2 books by Michael J. Sullivan. I actually started listening to both of these already, and one was taken away from me on Scribd, which I did not like. And that one is The Rose and the Thorn by Michael J. Sullivan, which is book 2 in the Rhaenyra Chronicles, which is a previous series to Rhaenyra Revelations, and it tells the story how Royce and Hadrian came to be the power couple that they are. Anyways, it's been a while since I've read about these 2, and of course there's a lot of shenanigans and just humor, and I guess I'm going to be reading it since they took it away from me. I'm not sure why they did that, but do not appreciate it. And then to continue on with Michael J. Sullivan, I have 2 more books of his that I have to read, and the first one is Age of Swords, which is book 2 in the Legends of the First Empire, which is a sequel to Age of Myth, and this is sort of, again, a prequel to Rhaenyra Revelations, but it takes place, I don't know, 1,000 or so years before those happen, and it's another book about Fae and humans and the war between them, and just a lot of great characters actually, which I do like, and I really want to see what happens next. So those are the books that I definitely want to read, or, well, definitely, that's a strong word for me because who knows. But that's not it. I also want to start 2 other ones, but these are not like, you know, books that I have to read this month or in September. I'm filming this in August, obviously. So the first one is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I do want to reread the series, and I don't have like a due date, so it's fine if I take them slow. And this one is my least favorite, so yeah, but we'll get through it because it's Harry Potter and we always do. And another series that I want to continue is the Wheel of Time series, and I have to start reading book 5 because it's been a while since I read book 4, and I do not want to, you know, the gap between these books be too big because there's a lot of information in them, and I'm probably forgot a lot of it already, and I have to continue on, and so I have to pick up The Fires of Heaven, which is book 5, and Wheel of Time series. So this is a series about a bunch of boys that live in this small village, and then a lot of people get there because there's this feast going on, and also some bad things come and just damage a lot of the village, and some people get hurt, and the boys realize that that's because of them. They came after them, and they joined this woman and her companion as the journey to, well, what it's supposed to be a safe place for them, and along the way there's a lot of adventure and things like that, and I do want to continue, and of course all of these books are huge, so you know, it's gonna take a while. So yeah, those are all the books that I think I would like to get through in September. Given my reading lately, of course this is an illusion, but still, if I please get through some of them, I will be very happy, at least the ones that I picked up on my TBR, because I mean, you know, unknowingly picked, just randomly, because otherwise I'm never gonna get to them, so I should just do that. And yeah, so if you have read any of these books and have an opinion about them down below, do let me know, and thank you for watching this video, and see you in my next one. Bye!